With Sylvie Lemieux, Green Party candidate for Prescott-Russell.
Glengarry Prescott-Russell, yes,
All
Green
right.
Party candidate.
Very, very interesting debate. You scored a lot of applause, and it was a full house tonight.
Yeah.
Any surprises for you?
Well, there's always so many questions people ask, so you're always, kind of waiting. I mean, I wasn't sure if we were going to talk transit. I wasn't sure if we were going to talk F-35. I wasn't sure if we were going to talk real, concrete health, prevention and health support. I mean, health wasn't raised tonight, but when you do door-to-door, that really is a huge issue. So it's the first people to get to the microphone, that basically kind of lead the evening. So you got to go with the flow.
Now, this is a pretty wide riding. I mean, you have Hawkesbury, you've got Alexandria. There's a lot of rural areas in between. Do you find the issues different from one part of the riding to the other? Like healthcare is a universal issue across Canada, the economy, universal Canada, but what are you finding when you're door-to-door?
Door-to-door, I find, surprisingly, there's still a lot of undecided voters, and we're only like a week away. So that concerns me, because last time Glengarry Prescott-Russell we had 66% voter, and I hope we break that record. We have more voters, but with all undecided like this, you never know which way the wind's going to blow, like we say, right? So I wouldn't put I wouldn't bet on the final result of May 2nd, not at all.
Do you think the federal Green leader not being at the all candidates debate nationally has hurt your campaign?
I believe that the fact that Elizabeth May was not in front of public certainly did not help my campaign, and that a lot of people like her, and a lot of people would have liked to see how she would have challenged the other leaders. So that basically, I think, is sadly going to be something that was an opportunity that was missed in this debate and this campaign for sure. So yeah, I would have loved to see her there. I was even at the Federal Court of Appeal as an observer, because I wanted to see what the broadcaster company would say on the reason why we were not there. And frankly, in my own little way of seeing the world, it was freedom of speech versus having a good show. But I'm surprised, because I'm sure Elizabeth May would have given a great show to the broadcasters. So
it seems like a very odd election this year. There's a lot of weird instances. We had one candidate barred from a shopping mall, and we've had other instances of vandalism across the country more than in past elections. There seems to be a very tense mood in a lot of ridings and a lot of issues facing candidates. Now, before while we were talking, you mentioned that healthcare wasn't brought up much in the debate. It wasn't really much of it. It was mostly question and answers. Was there any real issues that you wanted to talk about that you didn't get a chance to talk about tonight?
Being an engineer, I like to have real concrete steps. I'll do A, B, C, D, right? And I haven't seen a lot of that. Mind you, a minute and a half is hardly any time, for us to answer a question. But it would have been great, that we had a discussion, let's say, on transit. I believe that that the MP here should work really hard with the city of Ottawa to bring the light rail to Rockland. And I believe that we should maximize the use of our train track already to maybe have a GO train for the region here to go downtown, because there's a lot of public servant in our region and a lot of people working downtown. So sadly, we didn't talk transit. That was an issue for me, because it's a really green, initiative. So.
For sure. Last question, dump the dump. It seems like a very emotional topic here. Other candidates were saying that it was a provincial issue. Is that passing the buck? Is it a federal issue? And what, as an MP, could you do to help deal with the issues of the residents here?
Okay, truly today, if you were to open the book, you would see that it is a municipal and provincial issue. Truly, they're right on this. But nothing says that you can't open a door and do and take a role, a federal role, and that's what I call leadership. It's you're there up front, and maybe you shake a few peoples and you open a few doors, but that's a role so need to be played. I've said in the debate that I think that small municipalities with low income fall prey to large enterprise that promises $100 million investment and maybe 20 or 30 jobs. That's kind of interesting for a municipality, but I think it's the wrong type of enterprise. We have to put some rules. That's why I suggested that we put a moratorium of all new dumps and we evaluate the existing one to understand capacity and understand impact. Certainly being so close to Russell and it will affect the water, it will affect the air, it will affect the land. I mean, nobody's fool to that, so we got to stop it before it starts, because once it started, it's very difficult to stop. So I think, you know, it's to step in an unknown territory for federal MP, but it's a territory that has to be taken for sure.
Great, thank you very much.
Thank you.